So on your Fire Stick, Fire TV, you're just fed up of all of these large scale adverts on the home screen, all of these sponsored applications, this promoted content, and really just making your home screen a big cluttered mess. What can you do? Well, on my device, we can see when I press one button and we are instantly taken to a brand new custom launcher where we can see a really nice looking video wallpaper in the background. We can see a weather widget on the top left where I can see the weather outside. I can see all of my favorite applications. I can move things around. I can see my application library and really just remove all of that clutter from the home screen. And of course, with the big benefit of not seeing any adverts, any video-based adverts, any sponsored content, I really can just have a nice looking clean interface on all of my Amazon Fire Sticks and Fire TVs. So in this video today, let me show you a brand new method of getting a custom launcher on your devices and really just once again take control of your home screen. All you need to do is just hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So with all of that being said, let's get
If you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest tech tutorials, the latest Fire Stick, Android and Android TV tips and tricks, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. It's a small click from you, but it makes a big difference to me. Thank you.
Okay, so to start the process, just go over to the settings. Let's now click on My Fire TV. Let's click on developer options and make sure ADB debugging is set to on. Then finally go over to the install unknown apps and just ensure that downloader is set to on. And this just means that we can download applications and install them. Once you've confirmed that, let's now press the home key and let's now open up downloader. Inside downloader, we can make a quick connection to my website, or you can type in the short code 53402. Let's type that in and click on go. And this will take you directly to my website. Now, when you get to my site, head over to the hamburger menu, which is one of the three lines. Click on that, click on tutorials, and the latest tutorial in the list will be how you can use this new method to use a custom launcher on all of your devices. Let's open that up. Here we are. So how to change your Fire Stick and Fire TV launcher using the button mapper. Now, Button Mapper is a free application, although there is actually a paid version as well. But with the free application, you have the ability to bind or rebind any of the buttons on your remote control and then just get them to perform different actions. So one click could do launch an application, double click could run an action like take a screenshot, and you could even do long press something. Now, previously this application never worked on the Amazon devices as they restrict third-party applications accessing the accessibility services. But as we can see, if we scroll down, this application here, the Accessibility Manager, which was created by Sween Wolf a couple of years ago, his application will actually allow you to grant those accessibility permissions to your third-party applications. So when you download the button mapper, download the Accessibility Manager, and then you can download any custom launcher that you like. So in my demonstration, I'm going to use the Emotin or Emotion Launcher, but of course you can use others like F Launcher, Project Ivy, and of course the original Wolf Launcher. So basically click on each of these. So let's click on the first one, scroll down and download the button mapper. Once you've got that, then press back, then install the Accessibility Manager and then any of these custom launchers. Once you have them on your device, let's now press the home button. Let's now start the Accessibility Manager for the first time. So the first thing we need to do in here is go over to the top. Let's now turn on the accessibility service. That's now done. And we can now basically just enable any application in this list that needs access to your accessibility services. So in this demonstration, I want to go for button mapper. Let's click on that. And we saw yesterday I was using the mouse toggle service. So let's leave that as is. I've enabled button mapper. Let's now click on save. That's now done. If I go back in just to double check, we can see that the accessibility services are still running on the top right and we have button mapper enabled. Once you've confirmed that, I can now press back on the remote. Let's now start button mapper for the first time. And here we are, guys. So we now have the option to potentially remap any of these buttons. So if I want to remap, here for example, we can see to remap the menu button or the back button, it is actually something you have to pay for. But as we're going for the free option, I can click on add button. Let's click on that. Now, depending on your remote control, you may have some extra buttons like these media buttons that you could potentially remap if you don't have these applications installed. Now the button I'm going to use for my demonstration is the context key, which I'm sure you'll see on all of your Amazon remote controls. So the context key button is the one with the 3 lines. That's the one I'm going to use. So how do we use it? Well, if we go to add button, let's click on that. This is basically asking you now which button do you want to add, so you can then customize what that button does. So I'm going to press the context key, press that once. Okay, and that recognizes that as menu button 82. I can now click on that, press the select button. We can click on no thanks to the pop-up. So the first thing we're going to do is to enable the button. Let's click on customize and press select here. That's now enabled, and we can see we have single tap, double tap, and long press. Now I don't want to modify the single tap because I still want the ability to use the context key because it is quite important in certain applications. Double tap you can do, but personally I found long press, because it's not really something that you'll do in normal applications. I found the long press to be the best modifier for this particular button. So if I click on that, you can see some of the actions in here, like go to home, go to back. But as we want to launch an application with this long press, if you go to the top where it says actions, I can click on that. Now I can now select applications because we want to launch a specific application by long pressing this context key. So if I click on applications, so clicking on applications, I can now see all of the applications installed on my device. So again, you can now choose any application, any custom launcher, anything that you want to happen by long pressing this button. For example, if you want to close your background applications with one click, you can get this button to launch the tdoctoruk app killer, for example. But in this one, because we're going for a custom launcher, I'm going to choose the one that I installed, which was this one, Emotion UI or Emotin UI. Let's click on that. I can now press the home button. So now, for example, anytime I want to go into my custom launcher, I can long press the context key, 1, 2, 3, and I'm instantly taken to my custom launcher. And this really gives you the best of both worlds, because in certain cases, you do need to use a stock launcher. Maybe if you're searching for applications in the Amazon App Store, or maybe there's other functionality that you need in the stock launcher. If you need to go to the stock launcher, you can press the home key as normal, do the stuff that you need to do. And anytime you want to jump into your custom launcher, long press this, and we are again taken to the custom launcher. And of course, you can fully customize this and get it looking exactly how you like it. For example, if you want to change the video wallpaper, or if you want to use a static image, if you scroll to the bottom, there is a section here or a tile that says wallpaper. This purple tile here, let's click on that. And we can have the option of having a static wallpaper, a dynamic, a combination, or real time. Let's go for dynamic. Let's click on that. So you now have the categories on the left. So you have the new year, you've got some snow stuff, clouds, which is a nice one. So for example, I'll go over to this one here. Let's press the select button. In a couple of seconds, you'll get a preview. You can see those clouds are now moving. If I want to use this one, actually, let's try another one. Let's go back. And here's another nice video wallpaper. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Many thanks for watching. I do think with this new method, we do get the best of both worlds. We get one-click access to the stock launcher and also a long press access to a custom launcher, where we can then not see any of those Amazon adverts, fully customize the home screen and get the device looking exactly how we like it. And as we're not using Launcher Manager, I do think that pretty much minimizes any chance of this method being blocked. So if you are somebody that loves a custom launcher, hates home screen Amazon adverts, all that sponsored content, I do think this method is worthwhile checking out. So really appreciate your support. Do leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.